you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup with products that gave me a really good first impression, and then when I tried them more I started thinking twice about them. I'm very sorry if the lighting is a bit off, but today is a very weird day in Dubai. The sky is really grey and I don't know, it's weird weather because we never have like storms or rain even, but we will make do. I also wanted to take a few seconds just to remind you that it would mean the world to me if you subscribed, because I see there are a lot of you that are seeing my videos and coming back, but they're not subscribing. That would mean the world to me. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get started. Product I've already mentioned here on my channel in my last video. This is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 20 by Rare Beauty. I had a great first impression of this when I was in Sephora and I swatched it on my hand. It seemed very glowy, very hydrating, and everybody on the internet is talking relatively well, at least the ones I've seen. They're talking well about this product. I will start applying this in the meanwhile. So skin tints, you know, they don't have a lot of coverage, which is fine, but usually skin tints work very well with my skin type. I'm very dry, a lot of dry patches, and yeah, this is the only skin tint so far, and I've tried a few, that actually enhances my dry patches instead of, I don't know, helping out with them. This shade is also a bit pale for me, but whatever. I just throw in some bronzer like you do. And yeah, I have moisturized before coming to do this video, so maybe today it will be different, but usually I always moisturize before makeup and this just doesn't agree with me. I don't know why. It also doesn't look very glowy on me. I've seen it applied by other people and it always looks very glowy. I like that glowy effect and it's just not giving. It's just not giving for me. Okay, so here it is applied. Can you see what it's doing here? As I said, I have literally just applied moisturizer. I don't know how it finds these patches, but it just does. And today it's better than usual. Usually it's one here, one here, one on the sides of my face. And again, the other skin tints, they don't do that. They don't do that. It seems like no amount of skin prep can make this foundation look flattering on me, even though I have dry skin. And I don't know, I would not recommend it. If you're as dry as I am, I would go for something else. Okay, so let's do highs now. Yeah, this is painful to talk about, but I have here the Remembrance palette from Byredo. This was their limited edition. They come up with a few limited edition palettes, and this, in fact, the fact that it's reflecting, it's driving me crazy. Yeah, they come up with a few limited edition palettes every year, and this was this year's. I've made a review, a first impression about this actually. I like this and I think the formula works great, but now that I have used it more, I have to say that I don't think that the price point is justified. I am not saying that this is a bad palette. I mean, it's not like it doesn't blend, it's not like it doesn't work. It works, it does what it needs to do. Is that my cat wanting to come in? One sec. It's not like it doesn't work, it does its job. It's pigmented and it blends and whatever, it's an eyeshadow palette. The only thing is, first of all, this is just a personal opinion. I'm not really that attracted to the shades. They are much more warm toned and peachier than they advertise, because they sold this as a neutral and warm tone palette, but let's be honest, this is probably the only neutral shade that is in the palette. There are two shades that are cool toned and they are both silvers, so it doesn't make any sense. Why would you have two silvers? There's no texture. The eyeshadow formula is the same. It's either mattes or shimmers. There's only one different texture. It's a silver, which I'm never going to be using. Yeah, I feel like it's not money well spent. So it just didn't wow me. For the price I paid, which is, I think it's over $100, it's not worth it. Here is a shimmer. The traditional shimmer texture. Oh, wow, it's really pouring. Looks like a storm, which is incredible considering we never have storm. Like, never ever have storms. And now, today, 5th of August 2023, there's a storm in Dubai. See, the only texture is this. It's silver. I have a warm tone look, and you probably always have a warm tone look because there are no neutrals and no cool tones in the palette that would warrant using this type of shade, but I am using it as a topper. It works, just nothing to... I don't know, if you missed it, I don't think you've lost anything important in the history of makeup. Okay, so I've gone ahead and applied the rest of the things that I don't have any duds for. So I put my Makeup by Mario bronzer, some mascara, eyeliner. Now let's talk blush. So I am here the Chic Freak blush in the shade Laid from About Face. This came broken, by the way, so it does this, which is not really pleasant. And I also have the shade Get Some because these names because I actually enjoyed these blush and I've used them quite a bit. As you can see here, I have to, like, this has been used, it's gotten some love, and then I started noticing that it really is clinging to my dry patches. I have a dry patch here, and I don't know, it seems to be moving around a bit. It doesn't convince me, and I don't really use it anymore. I'm trying to go now with a very light hand so that it doesn't disrupt my base. First of all, I think that About Face, these blushes should come in more shades. They have a lot of shades, but they're very poppy, and I think they're missing on some neutrals. These turn to powder when you're using them. It's a weird thing, like you can swatch it and then it's powder. Like you can feel it on your finger that it's powder. Yeah, I don't know why, they just don't agree with my skin, and I have just recently noticed. Let me see if I can show you. Maybe you can. As you can see here, I have a dry patch and it's clinging in these areas. Here it's less, but it gathers a bit. I'm not sure how much you can see from this footage. I know it's not very flattering, but this is what we got. This is what we worked with. And yeah, I mean, will people notice? I don't think so, but I noticed, so it's important. The last item we have for today is a bit controversial, actually, not that much. This is the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil. This is, in particular, it's in the shade Honesty. Okay, listen to me, I love these. I use these a lot. I love the formula, I love the shades, and I do actually think that these type of tinted lip products usually tend to look the same color on the lips when they fade, but these actually leave a stain that is different. Like, you notice it's a different color. The only problem with these is that I would not recommend using this if you're planning... Okay, I can't do lips and talk. Okay, so you see, I like how glossy these are, and I like the stainage. Stainage, is it a thing? But I don't recommend going out to eat with these, because picture this: you go to lunch or dinner or whatever and you want something that you don't have to reapply, so you think, great, a stain is exactly what I need. It fades very beautifully when you eat, you know, it leaves a stain so it doesn't, you know, leave this patchy lipstick when you eat, and then after dinner I still have some color. That's what I pictured, and that's what I wanted these to do, but they don't, because they fade a lot when you eat, and you end up finishing dinner or whatever with just the liner. It acts as a liner, just a ring around your lips, and that's not very flattering. It's like you're eating a lipstick and only your lip liner remains. It's the same thing. It doesn't look good. So I would not recommend using these or choosing these if you're planning to use a stain for looking cute after you've done eating. These are not it. So my solution: use a lip balm. Just take it off before eating and then reapply it after you're done. But these stains, they don't do that. So I like these and I use these and I do recommend these, but if you are looking for a stain to get you through a meal, this is not it. This is it for today. I know it's just a few products, but you know, when you do first impressions, that's nice, that's awesome. It's awesome to do first impressions, but after using the products, you truly get to know them. So I feel like it's a better representation of how you feel about the product. So this has been it. Please remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!